Yo, hey guys, welcome back to another episode. This is episode 100 of My Hero Academia. And dude, I don't know, this episode was pretty cool, was pretty nice. It wasn't anything extravagant, but there's a lot of moments in this episode that are just very fun and enjoyable, kind of like a epilogue to the summer, or at least to the year, it feels like. But okay, so the episode, like I said, I have to give it a rating. It's a B. It's a B episode. It's pretty cool. It's pretty fun. I love I just love seeing Todoroki and Bakugo go to like just going at it, and I love the wholesome moments that we get with like Deku and what's his name? Oh, what's her name? Eri. I'm sorry. I just got off of work, so my mind's a little blinking. But you guys know what I mean. Like, this episode was just fantastic. Like I said, B episode. There's nothing I really hated about the episode. Everything I pretty much enjoyed. But so the episode begins where we last left off, with the kind of conclusion to the class wars, or the practice, or the training session basically. And the teachers have kind of agreed that like Shinzo, like, more than likely is going to be a hero. Whether it's class A or class B is still up to subjection. But it kind of made me think. I was like, do we not have another class? Like, we don't have class C, D, E, or F. We just have class A, class B for the hero course. Then again, UA is probably famous for only having a small hero course, or it's very selective. I don't even know. If you guys know, let me know, because I'm kind of like, I don't remember them saying anything in that regard of that sort as well. But what else is really good in the episode? Seeing Deku and Eri kind of together always makes my heart kind of like grow 10 times bigger. Eri's such the sweetest little character. She's just so fun. She's so lively on the screen. The voice actor always captures her in such an innocent way. Who's texting me? Leave me alone. It's the morning. The voice actor always captures her in such a way that's always fun, and always just makes you kind of like, I'm happy that we're able to save her. And the fact that her character is still very relevant makes you wonder what's going on. And the one thing that got me spinning was, yo, Bakugo really is in on the secret. Like, he really isn't afraid to say, yo, like, so Deku's new quirk came out of nowhere. All Might, you had no idea, but this quirk came from All for One. Isn't it possible that One for All is literally like a mimicry quirk? Like, not mimicry, but like it's connected to him somehow. Like, it's very much connected to him as much as it's connected to All Might, Deku, Nana, and all the rest of the users. And fucking All Might's like, yo, you don't really care, bro. You said it exactly what I was afraid to say. Like, I fucking love Bakugo. Bakugo just is one of my favorite characters now. Like, it's official. The fact that he's in on like the whole thing now makes him even more useful, because now he can do a lot more to the cause than just, you know, like, back at Deku. Like, he doesn't have to, sorry, I'm putting this away over here. He doesn't have to yell, and he doesn't have to like he's in on the loop, so it's very much he has the same things. And I'm really appreciating that from his character, that he's going out of the way to kind of look after Deku and keep that secret, you know, very much hidden. But one thing I do want to touch on is, so we do have a fun little, during the episode we do have fun little moments with like everybody kind of coming together, hanging out. Class B, class A, they hang out and whatnot. But it's the very next day when they go visit Eri, and Monama's there, and he tries to copy her quirk. That made me think something. So Monoma tries to copy her quirk, and he says, I'm blank. And Deku goes, yo, you said you were blank a lot. Why are you blank? Like, why couldn't you copy my quirk? Why was it blank? He goes, so the best way he explains it, he can copy quirks that somewhat are very either physical, or like, you know, you can use the power like off the bat. But stockpiling quirks where you have to like accumulate energy, because he can't accumulate that, his body's not equipped to accumulate that energy. He can't really necessarily do that. So it kind of proves my point when I was saying I believe last episode where I was like, look, I'm pretty sure stockpiling quirk is what everybody like All Might has used for power, since All Might didn't have a quirk already. I'm pretty sure the super strength he's always had and used is all just the stockpiled energy. He's essentially only tapping into the interest that comes with One for All. And Monoma kind of says like, yo, Aries quirk stockpiles energy too. So that got me thinking, is Aries quirk stockpiling tachyons? And for those who don't know, tachyons are small particles that gyrate so fast. It's basically time travel particles. It's the very particles of like the speed force in a sense. If it's not real, the speed force isn't real, but it's like the Flash mechanics where like he accumulates tachyons, and that's how he's able to travel through time, is that he's able to accumulate enough tachyon energy, and he uses that tachyon energy to like jump through time. It makes rifts basically. But that's what I'm thinking, because we know Aries isn't a Racerhead level quirk. It's literally rewinding time. She's accumulating tachyons, and I think she passes people through time. Kind of like if you guys watched Endgame, how Iron Man explains it to them, like, you guys are not going through time. You guys are passing time through these people. And I think that's how she killed her father, is that she literally, like, in a sense, she had a window of time, and she touches her dad, and she rewinds, she kind of pushes him through to non-existing anymore, to literally oblivion. Kind of like in the Loki, the new show Loki that's on Disney Plus, where they zap them with that one thing. They're rewound beyond time to the point where like their existence is erased to the minute detail, as in like they're rewinded out of existence. But that's what I'm thinking Aries quirk is. I think she just accumulates tachyons. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the energy she's accumulating. Deku's accumulating energy is the accumulation of everyone who has had One for All before, along with their quirks and that energy of that quirk. So that's why Black Whip will be stronger with Deku than it was with the previous user. That's why I think they already said that Nana, that her quirk was floating. And I think with Deku, his quirk will not just be able to float, but I'm assuming he's going to be able to fly very much easily. Because I don't think All Might flies, he just jumps. And he's able to keep himself in the air for a good amount of time. But I think Deku's going to be able to fly. I could see him flying. These are just guesses. These are just small guesses of what I was able to attain. Because I remember in the Nana pushes All Might by sending him away with her quirk, which is float. So I'm assuming Deku's gonna be able to like make things float, himself float, and he's gonna be able to fly. But yeah, this episode, there's not a lot that happens. I just wanted to talk about like some stuff that it was on my mind, because I was watching this episode right now. I was like, if she's accumulating energy, is it tachyon energy because it's time related? But Eraserhead is taking apprentices in like two ways. And I thought that was really sweet, that like all like the loud mic guy, or I can't remember his hero name, but he was basically saying like, do you see yourself in Shinzo? And it kind of, I guess he kind of does, because Shinzo feels like his quirk isn't hero worthy. And I could see Eraserhead thinking the same thing, since his quirk literally is erasing quirks. I very much believe a villain, or somebody who grew up as like a kind of villainy person, would want to use that quirk to like in any fight with a hero to erase their quirk. And yeah, I could see that. I could see these conflicting, like the quirk isn't so much glamorized for heroes as it would be more pertaining to villains, but these type of heroes, they kind of take it and make it their own. And then plus I just love the fact that Aries, like Aizawa's like basically new daughter. So many good stuff with this episode. The one last thing I want to touch about this episode is like, this does feel like a nice little bow to tie the episode together. I love the family aspect that this last episode brings. It's very Christmas vibes. We see Bakugo and like Todoroki basically graduate. They get their provisional licenses, and they stop villains 30 minutes after they got their licenses. But it's so amazing to see, like, I really like how they made this moment a lot more enjoyable, prior to the manga. They're just seeing them go out with these villains, and like how Bakugo saving everybody. All Might still dives in because he's still a hero at heart, and how Bakugo's like still trying to like protect his his hero. We also have Todoroki, who's flash freeze wave, heat wave move, which I thought was pretty ingenious, using both his quirks simultaneously to make like this huge gust of air, along with the carbonation, because with using that heat wave air, it causes the carbonated water to go flat. It's very ingenious fighting. I'm here for it. I love it. I just think this episode ends on a really good note, seeing both Todoroki and Bakugo like get praised for now being finally legit licensed heroes. I totally gel with it from somebody who just got his license like last year. I could totally gel with it. Like, I know I've been lagging. I've been doing hero stuff. I've been driving around without a license for like I was doing it for like a year and a half, and I finally got my license like last year. Oh, but guys, yeah, this episode was great. Let's cap it off by saying the highlights of this episode were definitely seeing the wholesome moments between Deku and Eri. The small theory I have of she's absorbing tachyons is still very much, that's why she absorbs so much tachyons, that's why she did the reverse time. I'm assuming nothing in stone yet. Seeing Todoroki and Bakugo just beat these villains at the end really tied it up, and the whole Christmas vibe of this episode really gets me thinking, like, dang, like holidays are right around the corner. We're in June, we still got July, September, October, and you know, once that happens, we're gonna be in Christmas vibes. I know it's a long way from now, but it kind of feels like it. I like how this episode ends. But that's gonna be it, guys. Your boy Bakugo saying peace out, peace and love. I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Bye bye, adios.